What's up, makeup minions? I'm Kim Witte from Witte Artistry, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, please hit the subscribe button below to become part of the Witte Artistry family. It is December, Christmas is right around the corner, so I decided to do my first ever beauty tutorial for this Christmas red glam kind of look, so let's get started. If you like me and like what I do here, I would really appreciate if you could support me on Patreon by becoming a sponsor. So this is my first ever beauty tutorial. I'm really excited, but please go easy on me if I'm not doing it up to, I don't know, Instagram standards or something. But I'm just putting on an ultra smooth primer potion followed by MAC Fix Plus just to kind of fill in my pores and make my skin a little bit more smooth. I also find that it makes taking the makeup off much easier if you put on primer. Then I'm putting on Urban Decay's Ultra Primer on my eyelids. I find that this makes application of eyeshadow way easier. And a little beauty guru trick that I've just learned by watching YouTube is by using tape and putting it on the edges of your eyes. Make sure you stick it to your hands a few times just to get the tape a little bit like oily so it doesn't hurt your skin when you take it off. But this tape is awesome because when you have it in place, you can do your eyeshadow and like blend it out and do your liner, and you get like a super epic like cat eye wing when you're done, when you take it off, and it's like super satisfying. So I'm using my Kat Von D Serpentina palette in just super dark red awesome color. I can't remember the name of it right now, I'll put it on the screen, but I'm applying it just in my crease really heavily with like a short chisel brush. If you want a lot of pigment to go down for eyeshadow, use a less fluffy brush, something really stiff. And then I'm using just a little fluffy brush to blend the eyeshadow upward and outward. Finally got to use this little basic nude palette that I picked up at a store at the mall. It's just like a generic eyeshadow palette, but I found that the pigment has pretty good color. And I'm using a nude pink color on the outer corners of my lids, and then switching to a lighter pink that has a silver hint for the center of my lid, just to give a little bit of a highlight. But now I'm switching over to a NYX Cosmetics Baked Silver eyeshadow, and I'm putting it in the inner corner and also on the middle part of my lid, just to make it pop a little bit more. Going back to my Serpentina palette, I am using more of that really dark red color up in my crease, simply because once you blend it out, you kind of want to add a little bit more pigment just to recreate a dark shade. And then I'm adding silver up on my brow bone just to give a little bit of a highlight. Okay, on to eyeliner. This used to be the bane of my existence until I discovered that you could get gel liner, which I found works better for me because I always had issues with felt tip liners not working at a certain angle. And they sell these really cool bent little detailed brushes that you can apply the eyeliner with. And with the tape trick, you can create a really intense cat eye without trying too hard. So now I'm switching over to mascara, which is like my OMG Volume Lash by Marc Jacobs, which is my favorite mascara because it's super black. And now we get to peel off the tape. Ah, so satisfying. See, look, cat eyes. It's my favorite trick. And then you just wipe off all of the fallout underneath your eyes before you do the foundation. Time to apply some concealer. This is my Ultra HD concealer that I freaking love, and I'm running out of it and I'm so sad. But applying it with a beauty blender carefully underneath my eyelids and just tapping it out. The key to using a beauty blender is make sure you get it wet before you use it and squeeze it out, and it'll like inflate and it applies makeup flawlessly, kind of like an airbrush finish. Then I'm using my Ultra HD foundation and just doing the same on the rest of my face, and make sure you remember to blend it down on your neck because we do not want to have a cake face, and then just abruptly change your skin tone into your neck. Now for the lower lid. I'm going back to my Serpentina palette and getting that really dark red shade, and I'm just sort of applying it near the edge of the lid and then feathering it out with a fluffy brush, and then also applying my mascara again, but just to the bottom. Pretty simple. Just don't poke yourself in the eye, like I do sometimes. So for contouring, sometimes I like to use powders, but this time I decided to use cream because I've been pretty fond of applying it with my beauty blender, but it's just the NYX Corrector Contour Sealer palette in the lightest shade, which I just apply to the hollows of my cheeks and blend downward. Now with some of my MAC bronzing powder, I'm just feathering it everywhere on my face that I want to have a little bit more color. Into the Pretty Blush. I love this stuff by Tarte because it's like a gorgeous pink and it has a lot of pigment, so you don't have to use much and it goes a long way, but the color is so nice and like the product's really soft. Whenever you use a liquid or a cream foundation, you have to set it, otherwise it kind of just moves around and creases and gets all gross. So I'm just using my Laura Mercier translucence powder just to set it. And now I'm going to be gently filling in my eyebrows because I'm not quite sure how to do eyebrows yet, but with a BH Cosmetics 120 color eyeshadow palette color in like light brown, just to fill them in. And then I decided to throw on a Christmas sweater before I applied the lipstick, just so we didn't have a terrible lipstick accident. This red shade by Smashbox is gorgeous. It is a liquid lipstick that just has an applicator and you put it on, and I don't know if you guys are as lipstick impaired as I am, but I have so much trouble putting on lipstick, it's ridiculous, so I just really need to practice, but I get it like everywhere and it takes me forever, so this is just the compressed, edited version. Then I just finish off the makeup with MAC Fix Plus. It's refreshing, it's nice, and I find that it makes the foundation look better longer. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. I really hope that this is a good wearable look for Christmas, but it's my first ever beauty tutorial, so I would really like your honest feedback. Should it be longer, shorter? Do you want more of these? But I just want to say happy holidays, Merry Christmas. I love you guys, and I will see you next Saturday.